So, hello, I'm Jason. This is my mom.
Hi, I'm Lupe.
All right, and I'm gonna be interviewing her for my class project. So, first question is gonna be, when was your first interaction with a controlled substance?
I was raised in that environment. My father drank, my brothers got high, and it was just the thing to do. Everybody, it was around me all the time, and it caught my attention, and they seemed like they were having a good time, so I wanted to try it, and started drinking and smoking cigarettes at 11 years old.
And do you-
Go ahead.
Do you think that led to your addiction?
Yes. After drinking, I started hanging around my friends. It went from drinking to smoking. I started smoking weed, didn't like it. And then from there, as I got older, did cocaine
At what age?
at, say, 16. By the time I was 18, smoking crack. And from crack, it went to methamphetamine. And did that for a lot of years.
How long would you say you were on drugs for?
I could say a little over 30 years.
30 years?
Mhm.
And what made you say, like, that's enough and, like, quit? And, like, what was the driving force behind that?
I had a scare. It was a big scare for me. It was the threat of losing my children to the social services. That alone made me quit like that. No questions asked, just stop. I chose my children over drugs. Even though I did drugs for a lot of years, my kids meant more to me than drugs, and the scare is what made me stop.
And how long have you been clean for?
For 10 years.
10 years?
Mhm.
That's good. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm very proud of myself.
Proud of you. Let's see. Next question would be, how do you think your drug use affected your family?
Well, kids see everything. They know, even though we think they don't know or they don't realize, they know and they see. So I guess I could say some of my children led to doing drugs, and some chose not to because they seen the destruction it did to our family. So it led them the wrong way. But I'm glad to say now that they found their way back and they're not doing drugs anymore.
Well, since we're on family, you're married and divorced, right? So
Yes.
At what age did you get married?
At 21.
21.
Yes.
Okay. And do you think you got married out of love, or did you get married out of obligation because you had kids at this point, correct?
Yes, I did. I have 4 children. I can only speak for myself, and I say it was love. I've loved my husband since the first day I met him, and we have 5 children together. And I just say I got married out of love. I can't speak for him.
And how long were you married?
For 18 years. We've been together since I was 17. So
Add some extra to
yeah.
that. And how long have you been divorced?
Let me see, 2000 from 2006 to now.
13 years? When I'm 14. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
How would you describe your marriage?
Dysfunctional, bad. It had its bad moments. A lot of verbal abuse, a lot of physical abuse. It was a lot had to do with using drugs, and just made us hate each other.
Yeah, so you think drugs played a role in your divorce?
In my divorce, yeah. I stopped. He did it, and I wanted more for myself and my children, and he chose that life. So I needed to take my children in a better path and do better for them.
That's good. How would you say your divorce affected your family?
Well, they seen everything, and I don't know. I just say they're the only ones that can say how it affected them. But as for me, it made them hate their dad. Well, not hate. I can't say hate. So it's a strong word. Resent their father. That's my belief. Resent their father for him not doing good and me trying to struggle to keep my family going. And so I could say they had resentment towards their dad. Hopefully not me.
And then, do you have any regrets from like your drug use or from your marriage?
Yeah. I regret doing drugs. From a young age, I regret it because it stopped me from getting ahead in school, getting a better education, getting a good job, raising my children in a better way, being a better mom, and it prevented me from doing a lot of things that I could have done if I didn't do drugs.
Do you regret anything from your marriage?
I regret the drug use. I regret,
Just the drugs.
yeah, the drugs, and yeah, because if we didn't do drugs, I think we would have got along better, and we probably would have had a happy marriage.
Any advice you want to tell anybody?
Don't do drugs. They'll ruin your life. It's just not a thing to do, especially if you have a family, if you have children. You need to watch out for their well-being. And a lot of people say, oh, it's not gonna, I don't do it all the time, or it's not gonna hurt, or they can't see, or what they don't know won't hurt them. But it does hurt them because kids know more than what we think they know. They see everything, and they can tell when parents are on drugs. And so if you love your children, you got to make them first. You got to put them above everything. And drugs is not a way to go. So please don't do drugs.
That was good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Say bye.
Bye.
Bye.